Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am your host, DB Smiley, bringing you some action in the form of Uncomfortably Numb versus Deviled Keggs here in the B West Division as we head into this draft. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a pretty important match, I think, for both these teams. Deviled Keggs trying to climb back up into the playoff rankings. They've had a tougher schedule. Uncomfortably Numb hasn't lost a match yet. They've lost 2 maps, but they've won all 3 of their matches, at least that are currently recorded on the NGS website. So for them, they want to kind of keep climbing. They're in the top 4, but if you look at who they've played so far, it's not been the best teams in C West. They've played some good teams. They've played Row 1, who I think is a good team. They've played, blanking on, but looking forward to it. And one thing to note out of the gate is I'm expecting Chen bans. Genji gonna be the first ban here. Alright, fair enough. Taking that off the table, but we got the Chen ban. No one wants to deal with B-Train's Chen. B-Train Chen too strong. B-Train Chen OP. We are probably not gonna see any B-Train Chen just because of how well he has generally played the hero. Forgive me as I'm getting rid of that ugly mouse there. The next ban it's gonna be a Rexar. So we've definitely seen Rexar in this meta quite a lot in the solo lane. I don't expect that to change tonight, especially on Dragonshire. This is B West, Ektar. It is in the title, so there you go. Anna, gonna be the ban, so denying kind of the still top support, even though there's been some W build nerfs. Still quite strong, indeed. Gonna jump straight into a Junkrat here. So Andrew had been playing kind of a lot of mages for Deviled Keggs, excuse me, as I'm still kind of getting used to that name for them. Jumping into a Junkrat can work kinda mage-ish, but really almost like a pseudo ADC, even though it's ability damage. That said, Malfurion, very high priority pick there for Pilot of Earth, as Malfurion is a comfort for him. And then ATC Famous jumping onto ETC. ETC has become kind of the top meta, and we haven't really seen a ton of Malfurion this season. Even though at competitive levels he's kind of that number 3 support under Ana and Tyrande, we just don't see Malfurion showing up as much. We're gonna get the oh boy, there we go. Malfurion only a 14% popularity rate at the moment, but there's Joanna Dahaka. Both good on the map. Joanna just because it ensures that you kind of have that macro edge in rotations between mid and bot with the wave clear. Dahaka, great for the global potential, although of course he is going to be in the top lane most of the time. It does allow a lot of shrine stalling, a lot of dragon stalling, so good hero for B-Train to get on. Anduin going to be the ban, trying to keep VZ off kind of these top tier supports. We've seen quite a lot of Anduin this season. He's very strong. Make sure. But, third ban coming down the line. It's going to be an assassin. It's going to be a solo lane. It's going to be an assassin. So not worried about anything in the solo lane that could potentially punish Dahaka. Things like Malthael, for example. More worried about that Hanzo, the global presence of the Dragon's Arrow, the wave clear he brings with Explosive Arrow, but also just, good shrine control, especially on that bottom with his W. A lot of damage can chunk out. But Kickin' who's actually been a lot the ADC, is grabbing a Sonya here. This is surprising, as Kickin' typically playing that, and that's why we're actually getting Novus in this game in place of who we've seen often, THC Spectre. So Novus is going to be jumping onto the Abathur, and Abathur Sonya is a good combo. Taking a look, we haven't really seen too much Sonya in the meta here. as we take a look. Sony only a 10% popularity, but there's the Vala Ariel. And Ariel, I don't know, like, I've seen her a lot more, and I don't know if it's just, like, teams kind of like to meme with it, but I've been seeing her more lately. Could just be the teams I've been casting. But we get the Vala Ariel combo, so they really want to try to dominate the bottom lane. But on the other side there, we have the Tracer to pair with everything we've seen in terms of the Abathur, the Malfurion. So this is actually a very strong, aggressive comp on the side of Uncomfortably Numb. On the other hand, though, they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure in this bot lane from the three-man of Joanna, Vala, and Ariel. So I'm excited for this. Mr. Monkey Man getting onto his Tracer. I've casted it before, and I'm excited for this game. But we are doing something new, so bear with me while I get it set up as we get the match started. But taking a look again at the map selection. So we saw bans onto Braxids, Cursed, Towers, and Volskaya. The Dragonshire on the first map. Excited to see where these teams take us for map 2. This was Uncomfortably Numb's selection, and this is a comp that I think works quite well onto the map. They're a bit low on wave clear, but ETC can counter that with Echo Pedal. We'll see what happens, but looking forward to this match now. And jumping now into this. Aha, this is gonna work. Let's go ahead and introduce the members of Uncomfortably Numb. Oh no, that part's not working. Ew. Hang on, my pop-ups aren't displaying.
10 seconds.
Hang on, I gotta refresh that page. It does this sometimes where it's just like,
4,
oh, you want your pop-ups to actually display. There we go. Famous gonna be on ETC. We're gonna have Kickin' Ass onto the Sonya. Mr. Monkey Man is gonna be on Tracer. We're gonna have Pilot of Earth on Malfurion and Novus on Abathur. And on the right side for Deviled Eggs, we're gonna have the Stroke on Joanna. We're gonna have Raven X on Vala. VZ gonna be on Ariel. Andrew gonna be on Junkrat, and up here in the top, it's B-Train onto the Dahaka. And already out of the gate, as we want to make sure that we can zoom out here. Already we're seeing some rotations down towards this bot lane now. Looking at Vala, but Famous not able to get the power slide on there. And oopsies. There we go. So Abathur coming in with the hat onto Tracer. Bear with me as I get everything kind of set up here. But we see these rotations now coming in.
you think yourself worthy to wield the Dragon Knight's power?
And so far, team's kind of even in the rotations. No one going for camp. Let's see how top lane's going. It looks like we're seeing some decent play. But invasion now onto the siege camp. Ooh, but ETC getting punched over the wall. He should be okay. We're going to follow this retreat here. Condemn coming in. Looks like we should be able to see this get cleared up. But good camp invade there. The steal did happen as now we look Pilot of Earth. Going to get the channel, but needs to be careful here. Could get cut off by Joanna, but doesn't. Meanwhile, Sonya starting to grab the top lane while B-Train forced to soak. And Nova's set up in the middle here with this Abathur at the moment, but getting some really good mind placements and good communication here on the side of Uncomfortably Numb when to drop hat. But now, just a good invade, so anything you can do, I can do better. But ETC coming in now. Ooh, the focus on Ariel. Ariel's in a bad spot. Is she going to be able to get out of this one? The Junkrat Mine can't heal the ally, and Mr. Monkey Man going to get that kill with the Tracer. Now Raven X actually very low. Going to be able to escape that. Up at the top, meanwhile, B-Train kicking ass. They're doing their own thing. Down here on the bottom, Malfurion going to grab this channel. The Haka knock around the channel top, so there could be a brief window for a channel. Stroke is backing as well. So, Blue Dragon is up. Junkrat, of course, coming in with the defense, with the stalls. we take a look. We haven't pulled this up yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at those talents at the moment. As we're going to see... Are we getting any kind of rotation there? No. Mr. Monkey Man, thinking about it, but gonna stay bot. Malfurion, using Broccoli to do some tower suppression there, but, right now, focus here on the Joanna. There's the power slide. Unstoppable is down, but a great root placement by Malfurion. Can the mine land? No! Didn't have the mine in time. And, more importantly, Abba not able to get the finish there. So Joanna lives. She is still very low health, though. So relying right now on Raven X to get some damage out so DZ can do some healing. Taking a look at those talents so far, pretty standard across the board from the look of it. Obviously, you're going with the hat build. We have the pseudo cleanse from Malfurion. Poison Spear coming out. There's the Echo Petal. We get a Mule out of Abba. It's an interesting map for Abba because you'd think like, oh, this map's good for globals, so Abba's good. But you can't really be a body on the point with Abba. And the stall is effective in mid, and this is where Junkrat can shine on this map. But now the stroke gonna go down to Joanna as ETC securing the kill with the help of Tracer and the Abathur. And so right now, 2 kills for Uncomfortably Numb. They're gonna channel this bot point. They will once again have a chance. But of course, with Junkrat here in the mid, it's just hard to get those stuns that you want. Thinking about a possible camp invade, perhaps. Tracer on the flank could rotate up. Does have a mine ready to go. Doesn't pull the trigger on it, however. Joanna stalling mid at the moment. Obviously, if you can get Abba into the DK, that's not a bad thing, but with as much pressure as there is from the Junkrat and from the Joanna for stall, they're really, I think, gonna need kills to get a turn. Yeah, Vala's going Q build for kind of that burst damage focus. I think the idea is just to just get a lot of camp pressure, and it makes sense going with the camp pressure against this kind of comp that really does lack wave clear. So I kind of like that adjustment. Normally with an Ariel, you kind of want to see the multi-shot build, just to get more reliable damage out, but I think it'll be okay. Meanwhile, we are getting a fight here in the bottom. 3.5 versus 4. Dahaka joins now, gets the tongue on the ETC. Famous is going to drop. That's the first kill of the match here for Devil Keggs, right as level 10 comes in, so perfect time to get that kill. Tracer Bomb's going to be a swing and a miss as well. Level 10s now, let's take a look. We got Wrath of the Berserker, we got Pulse Bomb. Up here in the top, though, Sonya is pushing solo, and happily so. Dahaka now, though, rotating in. See Dahaka. Not going to chase this, just trying to get the soak, but Sonya getting quite a bit of wall damage here. Let's see what Devil Keggs can do in the bottom with this. The Mule comes down, trying to heal up the tower, but it's not going to be effective. Stage dive coming in, but right after Tracer drops, and there's the Twilight Dream trying to get the re-engage. There's Crystal Aegis used. Still no clone from the Malfurion. Joanna is going to go down. Can they get the kill with the grenade? No, they can't. So that was actually a good engage there by ETC to secure the kill. Meanwhile, up here in the mid, Dahaka doing the double soak. Sonya just continuing to hard push this mid lane. ETC, though, getting targeted here, and ETC is going to drop. Great kill there by Raven X. And now here you see this push potential that Vala Ariel brings. It's quite significant. And with the comp that Uncomfortably Numb is running, I think they're more punished by deaths than we're going to see Deviled Keggs be punished. But now they need to start rotating their camps, I think. They do need to make sure they don't give up a Dragon Knight, but at the same time, like, you know, you have the Q build Vala, you want to get your Siege Giants, you want to try to get a Bruiser into lane as well. A big advantage that you're going to have is doing these camps, but they still want to push up, they still want to focus the structure. The Mule is on the bottom fort, though, so they either need to commit or they need to back off. Abba clone is available. Still no commitment here by either team. Kind of a poke war at the moment. Meanwhile, though, Sonya moving right onto this top, gonna do a lot of siege damage. Dahaka stuck in this double soak, while we still see this kind of very slow-paced poke war down here. No one really committing to anything at the moment. Joanna moving in. Now choosing to back up. Still no real hard commitment. Abba way up in the lane now, body soaking. But there's the, oh, great Junkrat mine, or great Junkrat Reptile gonna kill Tracer. Almost secures the kill onto Famous. Pilot of Earth is barely gonna, no, take that back. Joanna securing the kill there. And now Raven X moving in onto Famous. Famous does have the hat, but this fort is gonna go down. So level 13's now here for Deviled Keggs as they get that Palantir advantage briefly. Now they can start working these camps in the lane. And with the death onto Malfurion, it gives them time to do these camps without really worrying too much about a invade onto that bottom lane. I'd like to see them grab some camps. Raven X gonna have to Hearth though. But Sonya, meanwhile, still has not grabbed this top shrine. Or top fort, excuse me. Has grabbed the top shrine. B-Train just playing patient, knowing like, hey, I don't have to win this lane, I just need to not lose this lane. And going for the minion soak, going for the essence, kicking ass, trying to turn some damage on, but meanwhile here in the bottom lane. Joanna moving in, Tracer here, could potentially punish. Get some auto attacks out. Diving into the backline, there's the power slide onto Joanna. Face melt, she has the unstoppable, but doesn't run through just yet. But a great rain of vengeance could secure the kill onto the Malfurion, and it does. Novice is now down. Here comes the Riptire trying to buy space. And now ETC on a runaway. Raven X trying to go for the kill. There's the repeating arrow. Doesn't get it done. But now it's a chance for some macro plays on the side of Deviled Keggs, and I want to see them go for this. As we take a look here at the map.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
I'm going to grab this camp. Sonya does manage to get the top in the meantime, so equalizing a bit. Equal talent here, although a level lead over the Deviled Keg. So looking for that level 16. Obviously a big damage talent tier from the standpoint of Junkrat getting just very high uptime on Grenade. Bala gonna get some extra talent damage. But neutral camp is taken, so looking to stack up these camps, and this is where I think you have potentially an advantage. Now, ETC does have that Echo Pedal to help out. But the question is, will it be enough?
The hunter lays a trap for his prey.
So, Junkrat using that Ripper Air, getting that global, but it looks like they're going to fire this camp in the lane, but then rotate for this ETC kill. And ETC now being the focus, he's taking an odd retreat angle. I think he should be able to get away. Dahaka did go movement speed, but the face melt gonna save there. And oops, apologies as we accidentally had my mouse come online here, so I can make sure that that doesn't happen again. Apologies for that. As anytime I bump the mouse, weird things are gonna happen. Like I'm gonna start calling a fight that you can't see. I know that sounds weird, but I'm obsing myself to get that kind of smooth movement effect that you're seeing here. But Sonya now rotating away. They're gonna keep ETC in this top lane, and since ETC goes stage dive, I think that's a smart move. Getting that global into the fight and then allowing Sonya to kind of try to equalize and clear up these camps. Sonya now moving on to the Bruiser camp. Don't think it's going to get spotted out by Deviled Keggs. They're going to move and try to steal this siege camp. ETC could stage dive engage. He does have it available. Camp is taken all the same. ETC currently playing with Dahaka here. Retreat, though, happens, so now getting kind of back into these rotations. No, it's that I bumped, so apologies for that. I bumped the mouse, so I'm obsing myself, and I'm using my laptop as the obs, but that way you get kind of this smooth effect like you can see here. Whereas with my hand on the mouse, you wouldn't get kind of those smooth movement. So it's a bit weird, but I think it will make a better product if I just don't. But here we have a hard engage here. Wrath of Berserker and the stage dive with the clone. Hard commit to Vala, looking for the kill. Vala does go down, but the Riptire good and able to kill on to Malfurion. Tracer low, as is the clone. Tracer does go down, but so does Junkrat. VZ trying to walk away. VZ very low. Can ETC get the kill? He can with the help of that Abathur. The 3-for-2 trade there. So that was a very good engage, and that's what you want to see from Uncomfortably Numb. Just kind of press our R buttons and try to win the fight quickly, and we saw just that. Dahaka, though, going to move up the top, going to stall this Shrine Cap, as we see here. Saving the Hearth, but meanwhile, top lane pushing in quite hard. We're going to have to deal with that in a bit. Joanna going to just stay mid, get the soak, try to stall out the objective, waiting for Vala and company to come back up. You can do it with the middle mouse button, but just to show you what it looks like, it's still not great. Whereas by comparison, you see how much smoother that is? And that's the same movement. So it's just easier to do it that way and get kind of the better, you know, smooth professional look that I like. Meanwhile, engage onto Andrew. Great self-disengage with the Ripper Air. Dahaka coming in, looking at Sonya. Sonya separated from the team. Stage dive kind of blown there without really the follow-up potential. That's one ult down. Clone is still up. ETC going for the channel. It's going to force Joanna to step up. We are going to get a team fight here one way or another. And Stroke is very, very low. The Riptire coming out to disengage the clone, but Stroke getting targeted there by Tracer. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom, Vala does kill the clone, but now getting engaged on by ETC. Barely going to escape, and Tracer really wanted that kill and going to pay for it. Great kill there by Junkrat. That was a crazy fight. 1-for-1 trade at the moment. Dahaka here in the bottom with Kick and Ash trying to get this soak, but now needs to be careful. ETC coming in onto the back. Dahaka in a lot of trouble. ETC with 2 interrupts for the burrow charge. Oh, there's the Aegis though, and that might be enough. Twilight Dream Muse does get onto Vala, but now Sonya a little bit low in kind of an awkward spot. B-Train does have the movement speed, but the Poison Spear, he's going to be able to Burrowing Claws out of that. Is Abba going to get this channel in time? No, he doesn't. So clutch there by B-Train getting back onto the point. And that was a really good Aegis to proc the turnaround. They get the kill onto Tracer, and that is going to really help out Deviled Keggs. This is a great match right now. Both teams kind of running their comps effectively, running it well, but oh dear. Yeah, no save that time. Aegis wasn't up. No miracles. There we go. But, now taking a look. ETC on the point as Sonya's about to get the channel. And this is, right now, 5v4 on the map. Sonya going to rotate in. Dahaka is down, so they don't have someone to global to take the point. So I think you have to give Dragonite here on the side of Deviled Keggs. Joanna now in an awkward spot. Ooh, great stall there by Junkrat. But Pile of the Earth is going to get this channel, but his teammates are very low. The clone was used, so, you know, there are going to be no heals with this Dragonite push, so it's going to push here onto this bot lane. B-Train back up in a second. Top being cleared up by ETC at the moment. He does have Stage Dive available, so he can rejoin this fight. Abba Clone available as well at the moment, I believe, although that cooldown's a bit weird. No, Abba Clone was not available. Now Furion getting targeted. Stage Dive trying to get the turnaround, but Tracer goes down as well, so great engage there by Deviled Keggs, and now the chase is on. ETC going to try to make for the bush. No, now he's trying to make sure Sonya can get away. Has the face melt. Joanna, though, going to have the slow and the condemn coming up here in just a second. Dahaka coming in for that tongue. Meanwhile, though, Vala actually died from the stage dive. I didn't actually mention that, but Uncomfortably Numb doing a job to get that turnaround kill, but now it's a 3-for-1 trade, and ETC quite staggered off from the rest of his team, about a 25-second stagger. Sonya going to start this bruiser camp, try to get some kind of macro pressure. Bottom camp going to get grabbed by the very low low damage, although not as low, of course, at the moment as Uncomfortably Numb is, but the low damage Deviled Keggs. That said, Junkrat gonna clear up that camp quite quick. We do have a catapult onto this top keep, so something that Dahaka is backing to deal with, but I do like spawning the minion here just to get some extra damage. Dahaka will clean that up. Meanwhile, Bruiser can't push in bot, but no push with it. Instead, focusing their efforts onto this mid, while bottom gets cleared up by Tracer and Sonya. Now Mr. Monkey Man could get this engage. For ETC is going to be up in 3, and he will have Stage Dive immediately available. This could be a fight that Uncomfortably Numb really wants to take. Some danger pings about the bush, but oh my goodness, look at the size of this wave coming in top. Going to be quite damaging to deal with. Stage dive here into the back. Sorry for the sneezing there. Good disengage with the Unstoppable and the knockback from Oriole. Now the Condemn coming in with the Riptire. ETC is going to drop, and that's the first kill of this fight. And now we're seeing a good disengage to make sure Andrew gets away from Novus's Tracer clone. And the Tracer clone has gotten value, but now with the ETC dead, this is a chance for Deviled Keggs to get back into this. They can get this channel. Dahaka's going to go grab top. They've already lost top keep, so at this point they really want to try to shorten the duration of this game. They really want to get this objective before ETC is back up on the map, before this Abathur clone is up as well. So it's just going to be 3 defending, but the defense isn't there in time, so this Dragonite going to be run bot. Once again, Tracer going for the cheeky play onto Raven X's. Level 20s here for both teams. Level 22. This is a 20-minute Dragonite, so this can absolutely Shrek through the core. Going to take a strong defense. ETC going to be up in 4. He's going to have Stage Dive. ETC, by the way, did go with the Storm Shield, so it's a good way to kind of neuter some of that blow-up damage we've been seeing from the Vala. But the push now coming in. Now we could see a counter engage. ETC's here. We're waiting for that clone. Dragonite already taking a ton of damage. B-Train way in the back here. Dragonite's actually going to drop before Keep even goes down at this rate. The Tracer clone helping with that. But that is the Abathur clone down for the time being. Still, though, you have the double Abathur hat, which is always problematic to deal with. Can do so much damage. Dahaka comes in for the tongue. Doesn't find it. Good dodge there by the members of Uncomfortably Numb. This Dragonite is still alive, but so is the Keep, and it has more health than the DK. What's the DK gonna do? Trying to get some damage here for Raven X. Tracer coming in, trying to finish off that DK. B-Train still hanging out here in the back. Kind of looking for that tongue. Not gonna find it, though. And doesn't look like we're gonna see the end of the game here. DK's broken. Joanna going in, looking for the engage. Clone is down. ETC does have the stage dive. Riptire coming out. We're seeing a full disengage. Riptire going to be used, but the Mule is actually going to heal this structure up. And the Riptire did not even kill the Mule there, so... Right now, though, it doesn't seem like Deviled Keggs wants to give this up. There's the tongue they were looking for, but the blink out, the recall by Tracer, gonna save her for the time being. And not able to... I mean, that's a tough CC combo to do. You have to be absolutely perfect, and it didn't happen. B-Train trying to Hearth. He gets interrupted out of Hearth by the face melt while their Akatas on the core, but we're going to stay over here. Good Condemn turnaround with the possible damage. There's the shield on Kikinash trying to stay alive. Now the silence. Aegis going to come out to save Andrew. Andrew going to stay alive. Tracer is not, however, and now the turnaround potential. ETC goes down there to the Vala, and now Vala is just chunking out the damage. Andrew is so low, but the clone goes down as well. You do have 2 Katas still on the core, but I don't think they're worried about it. I think they're going to trust the minions to clear, and you do need to try to end this game. 3 kills there for the side of Deviled Keggs, and they may be able to pull this one out. The Mule is there, but it's just going to buy time. Abathur can defend, but with only a Malfurion, it's not going to be enough. And I think Deviled Keggs just found themselves a victory. Dahaka backing just to make sure he gets the Katas. No sneaky losses there, but now he's rejoining the team, and we are going to see the end of this game Great win here on the side of Devil Keggs. They really had to earn this one. This was an absolutely excellent match. But ultimately, it's that last team fight that sealed the deal. And there we go. GG's. So with that, popping into the end game here. And, man, just... Tracer, you know, was able to get in a few times and get some kills, but really was getting punished there late by just the CC combo. The Rain of Vengeance by Raven was a great ultimate choice, got a lot of value. And Raven, I mean, just did a ton of damage. Absolutely a ton. Enabled Ariel to do a ton of healing as well. Some fantastic Aegises in that game as well by VZ. Fun comp by both teams, though. Like, I would love if map 2 of this series looks like this. Take a look at the talents. Didn't focus on those too much in the last game, but, you know, we saw quite a bit that I think was pretty good to see. And for the note, like, people have pointed this out. I know you can turn off cursor, and I have turned it off, but it never works. It just doesn't ever work. Turn off the cursor. So, with that, we're going to get set up for game number 2. Uncomfortably Numb, they absolutely can come back in that series. That game could have really gone either way late. So we'll see what they do as we jump into the next game. We'll be right back here on the Nexus Gaming series. Welcome back, everyone, to Nexus Gaming Series. Oops, someone forgot to update the winner of the first game. There we go. Deviled Keggs up over Uncomfortably Numb 1-0 at the moment, so looking quite strong indeed in that. It was a really close game, though. Absolutely could have gone either way. Just, it seemed like by the end of the game, Deviled Keggs kind of figured out how to deal with the R button hard engage that we got out of Uncomfortably Numb. So Uncomfortably Numb might need to think of a different strategy here. They chose map. They chose Tomb of the Spider Queen, so this is definitely a map I don't expect we'll see Abathur on. Stranger things have happened, but I would be surprised. But same band so far, Genji Chen. So far, nothing seen in the last game to force anyone to change anything up. Hanzo gonna be the ban out. Hanzo very strong on this map for the vision, for the poke, for the stalling. But again, the wave clear. Hanzo's wave clear with level 4 is very, very strong. Very worth respecting. Not wanting to deal with too much. Zul rules. Yeah, sure. Good luck with that. Anyway, on to the band. So, same bands we got last time. Although I think Hanzo might have been the third ban. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Yeah, because Rexar was the second ban before. So Rexar is available on this map. Are we going to see B-Train grab it here? He is the soul lane. Nope, we're sticking with the Junkrat. Andrew wanting to stay on that hero. And that's actually kind of surprising. So a stat that I wrote down before this game is that Deviled Keggs has the largest hero pool in Division B West this season. 31 heroes played. Uncomfortably Numb, the second smallest. 15 different heroes played. And actually, the Anduin going to be picked over the Malfurion on this map, but still wanting to grab their healer early, and I think I respect that. Anduin does actually, I think, bring a lot into the brawls on this map. A lot of this map is like, let's separate someone out. And especially with the Junkrat mine, you might be worried about that. Anduin, of course, countering that by just pulling people to safety when they get separated. What are the next two picks here going to be? Mal'Ganis, do they grab a healer? No.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Mal'Ganis, we've not really seen a lot of him. Sylvanas, we've seen a lot of. I'm not at all surprised to see the Sylvanas. Mal'Ganis picked this early in the draft, I think does surprise me, however. And it just comes down to Mal'Ganis, we've not really seen a huge level of success with. 20% win rate, 3% popularity. But it's got to be a comfort, I imagine. Maybe they're planning something super sneaky. No, yeah, so I was, to be clear, I'm not saying they necessarily needed to pick Rexar there. I was just saying that Rexar can be strong on this map for the ability to hold the gems. And, I was just saying, were we going to see it? Rexar has become a pretty strong soul laner. Obviously, I wasn't expecting necessarily the first ban. But I was just curious if they were gonna grab it early. Just because we've seen quite a lot of Rexar. Maiev gonna get banned out, Rexar getting banned out actually by Uncomfortably Numb. So, 2 bans onto B-Train targeted heroes. What does Uncomfortably Numb grab here? Do we see the Tracer come back?
My blades are
We see the Sonya again, but Mr. Monkey Man switching over to the Raynor, which, you know, I think it's a better pick on this map. Hyperion can do a lot of siege value with the spiders, because it forces the enemy team to kind of drop back and play safe, which means the spiders can get a little bit more push value in the interim. Stukov going to be the grab from VZ, so they want CC. Blaze? The Auric works. Okay. My thought was maybe the Blaze. The Auric is incredibly strong on this map, specifically. The small map size lets him get a lot of value. A amount of minions that he can clear actually makes one of his level 1 talents, the Neo Peasants. Or not Neo Peasants. What's the level 1 where he heals off minions? We have a Kerrigan. Guys, we got a Kerrigan. I was wondering what that last pick was going to be. I expected something aggressive, and I'm not disappointed. Actually, I like the Kerrigan with the Anduin. Anduin has the root follow-up combo. He can throw the W to follow up with the Kerrigan pull to get max value, hitting several targets, coming back, healing Kerrigan. He can pull Kerrigan out if the fight's not going their way. I like that Kerrigan choice a lot, especially into the Stukov, who doesn't have a cleanse and isn't really designed to single target burst heal. So, I think this is a good draft here from Uncomfortably Numb. I like their draft quite a bit better, I would say, only because I'm still quite skeptical of solo tank Mal'Ganis. We'll see here, but looking forward to this match. Taking a look once again at our player spotlight. We spotlighted Raven X because he just played exceptional in that last match. Getting on to Sylvanas, who we've seen quite a bit of comfort on, so looking forward to that. But we are jumping now into the match.
The battle begins.
And, oh dear, not locking on. That's why. Hey, we locked on. Alright. So, on the left, we're going to have Famous on Joanna kicking ass, gonna be on Sonya, Mr. Monkey Man gonna be on Raynor, Pilot of Earth gonna be on Anduin, and Novus gonna be on Kerrigan. That is Uncomfortably Numb. And over on the right, you see them doing a little dance. B-Train gonna be on Leoric. We're gonna have Andrew on the Junkrat. VZ gonna be on Stukov. The Stroke going to be on that Mal'Ganis, and Raven X going to be on the Sylvanas. Take a look at those level 1 talents. Kind of what you would expect. The War Paint is interesting. I think that's the right pick, though. With the focus onto PvE on the map. Here we go now. The Stroke does go in. Getting a lot of damage. Getting some sleep there, but Raynor is just absolutely chunking Mal'Ganis, and Mal'Ganis having to jump right out of that fight already here. We see now gems being picked up. We're going to rotate up towards this top lane. Rotations coming in. Mal'Ganis coming in for the flank. Gets some damage onto Joanna. The sleep was there, or the silence was there, but not really enough follow-up damage. Meanwhile, though, we're seeing this rotation already used in the bottom. And rotation lead definitely favoring the side of Uncomfortably Numb at the moment. Mal'Ganis being a bit cheeky. Does actually a good dodge onto the Kerrigan combo, but still a bit low health. And this is where Stukov can struggle. He really doesn't want to be spending a lot of his time doing single target healing here, but with that, some minion soaks being done very well by both teams, making sure not to lose this soak, but it does allow Kerrigan to potentially cut this draft off here, or this rotation off here, and it's going to kind of force Mal'Ganis to stay in the lane. Rotations, though, coming in, and it looks like we're going to see kind of a switch rotation here. Ooh, but Kerrigan going for the combo on the Junkrat. Junkrat very low, not able to get the concussion mine off in time, and he's going to drop, and the Stroke is actually very low as well. But too early to kind of dive under towers aggressively. That's the first kill of the match on Uncomfortably Numb. You know, checking on our bot lane. Look at the sprays. Roll20 Esports. I remember HGC. It was a good time. Rip HGC. Don't know what you got till it's gone. Gems being dropped here by Mr. Monkey Man. But there you see, I mean, just the power of Joanna on this map. Just making sure the team's kind of always ahead in wave clear. And now you kind of force the breakup of the 4-man on the side of Deviled Keggs. And now Deviled Keggs has to just be even more nervous about that Kerrigan because the rotations can come in and they'll have numbers very, very quick. That said, Leoric doing okay here in the spot lane. Looking for a turn-in. 9 gems going to get dropped potentially. Gets him in. And B-Train just gonna spooky ghost walk right on out of there. Spooky ghost. Meanwhile, that's gonna give a chance with that reaction to the gem turn-in. That's gonna give a chance for Devil Keggs to kind of get caught up in this rotation. Mal'Ganis gonna try to drop 15. That's gonna get him up to 30. Meanwhile, a turn-in is available on the side of Uncomfortably Numb. Though the gems are spread out at the moment. Sonya, though, going to drop a heaping helpful there. And now if we can get Joanna to turn in, that's going to be Uncomfortably Numb grabbing the first objective. The Stroke looking for the Kerrigan, but Web Weaver is going to get picked up as we now turn our attention over to the core. And here they... Ooh. Okay, no fight there. Here they come, guys. Let's follow them to the lane. And there we go. Here they come. How's Red gonna defend this? Looks like a 1-3-1 split at the moment. Mal'Ganis top, but seeing this opportunity for the gank, Kerrigan coming in. The Stroke doing a really good job of anticipating those Kerrigan combos, and that's important because with 18 gems, you really can't afford Mal'Ganis to drop here. Meanwhile, mid Spider's gonna get cleared up. Sonya clearing up the bottom. Or Sonya pushing up the bottom, Leoric clearing it up. But top wall already falling quite a bit. Now Mal'Ganis getting the focus. Kerrigan combo a little bit off again. But now Stukov kind of once again stuck in a single healing situation. Taking a look at those level 1 talents, by the way. Mal'Ganis drops there. We do see kind of what we expected to see. We are seeing the growing infestation taken by the Stukov over something I kind of would have maybe liked to have seen either long pitch for stall. Target excision is always hard to get off value against Joanna, but you know, if they can get the CC, the silence is going to play well. The only problem I really have with this comp on the side of Deviled Keggs, though, with the Stukov, is that they really don't have that kind of reliable lockdown CC that Stukov loves to follow up the silence with. So it's really going to be on Stukov to land big root combos come level 13. Lurk, by the way, still has not picked a level 7. Don't know if he's waiting to see maybe what level 10s get grabbed and if that's the thought process, but 15 gems ready to go. But still, great turn in defensive positioning on the side of Uncomfortably Numb. They're pushing in hard and aggressively, and that's forcing Devil Keggs to play predictably, as we now see the engage onto the Stroke again. Mid Bruiser Camp cleared up. Now a push chance for a little bit, but level 10's almost here for Uncomfortably Numb, so I expect a split to get some soak. Sonya rotating up now, moving on to Mal'Ganis. There's the stun, but Sonya's going to be able to walk out of this level. Ooh, there's the sleep onto Sonya. Can they get this pick? Level 10s are here. This is a dangerous engage. There's the Bless Shield onto the backline. Stroke going to have to walk away from this one. Level 10s are locked. It is the Light Bomb available with the Joanna as well, so potential for a huge engage with the Bless Shield Light Bomb. Didn't line up there just because it was a kind of a snap pick Bless Shield on the side of Joanna, but definitely watch out for that combo later. Meanwhile, down here on the bottom, B-Train kind of solo soaking, but looks like Uncomfortably Numb could double up their turn in. No. The Stroke managed to get it down in time. So, chance for level 10 to get grabbed here. See what happens. As we're going to keep an eye on this mid lane at the moment. Where do we see the commit from Deviled Keggs? Level 10s are here for them. We got Entomb, Flailing Swipe. We have, I believe that is Carrion Swarm, Wailing Arrow, and the Riptire. So pretty meta choices there. And the Entomb's going to be big because it's really the only solid lockdown they have. Speaking of, there's the Entomb onto Kerrigan, but she manages to actually kind of leap out of there. Riptire coming in, but not really enough damage. And now Mal'Ganis is super low, and Mal'Ganis is going to drop. And that Leoric is going to follow. This is not a great situation for the members of Deviled Keggs. Now 2 down when they get their first Web Weaver. Still 0 kills on the board for them. We are seeing the cleanup onto this top lane now, being the focus. Meanwhile, down here on the bottom, though, the rotation onto Sonya. Sonya gonna be able to walk away from this one. This is about 40% of the HP. Meanwhile, Uncomfortably Numb wanting to insta-turn this. We'll see if they can do that. Grenades coming in to poke. We are seeing defense by Deviled Keggs. They are on equal talent here, but they are not close to a turn-in yet on gems. They still need 15 more, and that's a lot of minions. So meanwhile, no one at the bottom as Sonya's going to be able to push this up. Leoric having to do the double soak rotations. Let's see what the 4-man does for Deviled Keggs here. Keeping an eye on this. As we're kind of waiting to see where rotations go. No one really hard committing to any one thing yet, but Novus is going to drop 31. And that's going to be Blue getting this Web Weaver fade. Meanwhile, Mal'Ganis needs to be careful. There's the Condemn interrupting, and he is in quite a bit of trouble. Gonna have to blow the Carrion Swarm just to escape, and you don't like to blow the ult in that way, especially as level 13s now coming in. Do we gotta focus on the bot lane? This is potentially an interesting rotation here. Joanna is up in the top, but oh, Novus does get the Wailing Arrow with the silence, double silence. And I believe Kerrigan was just told to shut the fuck up with all those silences. And now this is an opportunity, despite the talent tier disadvantage, for an engage here. Do they get it? Doesn't look like a hard commit yet. They were happy to get the Kerrigan pick off, but now the stroke getting a lot of focus onto him, and there's the Blessed Shield Light Bomb. It's going to be enough to secure the kill onto Mal'Ganis before the Light Bomb even hits, just with the stun from the Blessed Shield. Now VZ just trying to run away from the members. There's the SWAT trying to buy some space, but VZ doesn't really have anywhere to retreat to, and he is going to drop. Leoric just leaving him to his own devices. Meanwhile, that didn't really have a choice. I don't blame Leoric for that. Meanwhile, up to the top, this Web Weaver getting a lot of pressure. Mid-fort could drop too, so this is going to be a big structural lead and a big macro lead now onto the side of Uncomfortably Numb, as they're coming back on map 2 in a big way. And I think this is my problem kind of with Mal'Ganis, is that, like, best case scenario, Mal'Ganis gets engaged. As soon as you blow damage, the person's no longer stuck. And I think that's why he's kind of struggling right now, because, you know, when he gets picked as a tank, he doesn't really have the wave clear for a bruiser. And compared to some of the other bruisers in the meta, Leoric, Blaze, it's okay, I guess, question mark. But he just doesn't seem to have the tools necessary to get the good engage these days. Yeah, I would like to be proven wrong on that, but it just hasn't happened. Meanwhile, Siege Camp getting picked up here by Uncomfortably Numb, who has a turn-in ready, but so do the members of Deviled Keggs. Looks like we can get a fight onto this mid-turn, and Joanna going in with the stall. Here comes Novus looking for the fight, but Sonya's actually back on the Bruiser Camp, so just stall attempts coming in, trying to prevent the turn-in. Raven X trying to drop 17, B-Train trying to zone it. Raven X does drop 17, so if, it's going to have to be Andrew to drop, but if Andrew can drop, and there's the engage once again, but there we see the value of the Anduin Cleanse, and Sonya coming into the, or Joanna coming in the backline with the Blessed Shield. There's the Light Bomb, securing the stun onto Mal'Ganis. There's the focus, flailing swipe used by VZ, but VZ now surrounded by blue HP bars, and VZ's going to go down. The stroke is going to go down. Leoric is still on the backside, and that's 3 more kills for the members of Uncomfortably Numb. And now it looks like they're not going to force the turn-in just yet. Instead, they want to push up this bottom with their Siege Giants. Joanna, though, taking those tower shots. Needs to be a bit careful. There is the Sylvanas and the Junkrat defending. Kicking Ass also taking a lot of damage. Going to have to back up for a bit. They're going to get this wall. Do they commit for the keep, or do they back off and turn? Death timer is ending, so I think they back off and turn. And there we go. Mr. Monkey Man going to drop his 23. Well, he's only going to drop 19, and that's going to be enough to get the turn in. Top lane going to get cleared up here by Sonya. A lot of tasty soak. Level 16s here. Lightwell by the Anduin. Interesting choice. Like it. He's going with the level 30, so I expect Anduin to take the second charge on level 20 based on his level 13. That tends to telegraph it, but I think it's a good choice, especially when you're going to be, in a worst case, you would deal with Leoric Silence, although I find that unlikely at the moment, to say the least. But here we come now. Push on to bot lane, going to be the focus. Web Weaver spawning very deep. No real minion support at the moment, but without the talent here, Deviled Keggs very reluctant to engage this, and rightly so. And so this keep will fall. The question is, what does Uncomfortably Numb get with it? We are seeing now the engage. B-Train trying to go for the healing reduction. There's the Entomb once again on the Novus. The Riptire comes in, but the shields on the Novus are going to be enough to keep him alive. Same can't be said for B-Train. Now Sylvanas is going to go down Kerrigan with the dive. Mal'Ganis going to try to get some sleep, but there's just no real chance for a turnaround. And this could be the game with the double kill there, and I think it will be. And Uncomfortably Numb just looking unstoppable on this map. Absolutely unstoppable as now it's going to be a decision. Do you let Uncomfortably Numb pick map 3 on the side of Deviled Egg or Deviled Keggs, or are we going to get a map pick of their own on the side of Deviled Keggs? We'll see, but taking a quick look at some of these stats. See, obviously we had Anduin doing a bit of healing. I mean, it was a weird game when the fights were just so short, and that of course favors the Kerrigan comp, especially into the Stukov. The Mal'Ganis just I don't think was able to have the impact on the game that you kind of need, and then I didn't really see any opportunities for root combos there from Stukov, so kind of hurting them in the long run. But ultimately, just a dominant performance by Uncomfortably Numb. So we're gonna get set up for map 3. We'll see everyone in just a second. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to the Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here, bringing you the conclusion to this now best of, well, it was a best of 3 series before, but now 3-game series between Uncomfortably Numb and Deviled Keggs, and very even so far. No one really standing out, although I will say Map 1 was close, Map 2 was not. And so we're going to need to see, I think, Deviled Keggs kind of go back to their roots with some of these picks. I'd like to see them kind of stay more meta here. I know that they have broad hero pools they like to flex, but I think the draft was just a little bit too wonky, and I think you want to get some more kind of hard CC, especially if you're going to play a Stukov that you can kind of follow up with. So we'll see what happens. Do we get the Chen ban? There was some talk while we were waiting that we'll let you have Chen if you let us have Genji. But here's not even playing. Not even playing. Just like, well then, okay. No, homie, don't play that. The same bans again, sans the Rexar ban, of course. With the Genji and Hanzo, the Banzo brothers. Joanna, once again, gonna be the first pick. It seems Uncomfortably Numb was happy with it in that last game. And there's the Vala again, coming out from Ravenex. It was very strong in game 1, but I really like the choice of the stroke to move on to ETC on this map. I think that's the play. I think that's just what the doctor ordered for this team. Easy CC to follow up on. And then getting Ravenex onto Vala, who is exceptional burn, is good. That does potentially make me think, like, oh, what about Greymane here? It's a good way to counter Vala. It's a good way to burn the objective. Maybe Greymane Tyrande. It's going to be Raynor Anduin. I expected a healer to get picked up here. So, wanting to stay with the combo that worked in the last game. Now, that said, they went Sonya and Kerrigan with their last 2 picks in the last game. Do we see Deviled Keggs ban out the Sonya and the Kerrigan here? No. It's gonna be Leeming banned out. So worried more about the poke. That said, I don't know. Typically Kickin' Ass had been playing kind of the poke. There'd been a little bit of a flex, but based on my scouting, Kickin' Ass had actually been playing Assassin rather than offlane. Now taking Andrew off Junkrat, so there's the Junkrat ban. Saying, like, pick something else, show us you can play something else. Also, the Junkrat can make engagement. There's the Ariel again, so VZ just kind of... They're kind of going back to their roots with this comp. B-Train getting onto Sonya for just even more objective burn. But then the Ariel coming in as well, and, you know, it worked well enough in game 1. There's a lot of stun potential, and the race, at the moment... favoring Deviled Keggs, although Ace in the Hole Raynor, I think, could win the race level 1 if he got another Burn Buddy. There's the Burn Buddy Artanis, and then the KTZ coming in, so 2 kind of off-the-wall picks there. Artanis makes sense onto the map, the swap potential is good, the KTZ, but we're going double support. We have B-Train actually going to be jumping onto the Uther here, as we see... Andrew going to grab Sonya instead. So double support. That Uther going to act as both a pseudo tank as well as a second healer, and I think it's a great pick into this Kel'Thuzad. Once again, kind of an unconventional pick here by Novus, but yeah, this is exciting. I'm excited. Are you excited, chat? If you're excited, say yeah, I'm excited. Woo! All right, but no, this is an interesting. once again, I look at this and I say, okay, this reminds me of game 1. You have two drafts kind of designed to counter each other. You have the double blinds with Artanis Joanna, paired with a lot of single target blow up to try to punish Raven X. Meanwhile, you have a ton of protection for Raven X, so be interesting to see where this one goes in this series. With that, oops, we're going to jump right on into this match. Caster not ready. Now Caster's ready. Introducing Uncomfortably Numb, looking for the W. Gonna be famous on Joanna kicking ass. Gonna be on Artanis. Mr. Monkey Man gonna be on Raynor. Pilot of Earth gonna be on Anduin. And Nova's gonna be on that Kel'Thuzad. Zod. Looking forward to this one. And on the right, Deviled Keggs wanting to get up into the playoffs in the standings. Trying to find points here. The Stroke is gonna be on ETC. We're gonna have Raven X on Vala. We're gonna have VZ playing Ariel. We're gonna have B-Train on the Uther. And up in the top, we are gonna have Andrew playing the Sonya. And we has a pause. Kicking Az's mom? Having connection issues. Okay. So we have a pause. He's pooping? Okay. Fair enough. They do have someone lagging, so we're gonna see if we can get this worked out. I'll stick around for a bit. If it looks like a longer time, we may take a brief break, but can I look at level 1 talent here? Yes, I can. Let's just overindulge looking at talents. Uther gonna go with the Q build. I expect Q build out of Valo, though we don't see it yet. Possibly Warpaint out of Sonya. Swift Strike from Oriole. Trying to make sure that she has that extra speed. I move camera. But ETC actually going with I believe this talent is Block Party. Makes sense into the Artanis. Bold strategy out of Anduin, amateur opponent, so a lot of burn focus here. Bold strategy always just kind of the go-to. But Raynor not going race. Ace in the hole is race. Oh no, it's not. Sorry. Ace in the hole was not race. I'm a moron. That is interesting. I'm actually caught off guard by that. I expected him to do that. And with that, I'm gonna just if anyone says something soon. Otherwise, I kind of don't want to just sit here and be awkward on mic. Okay, looks like we're ready to go. We'll get back into this one. Meanwhile, down here in the bot, we're going to come down here. We see 4v4. This is kind of the stack. All right, here we go. We're doing this. All right. Now, looking, sprays getting dropped. Everyone ready to go at this. See what happens here. Gonna keep an eye on those talents, of course. As KTZ looking for the first stack with his spike. Not gonna get it. Tony Artanis in the top, meanwhile. Interesting matchup. Looks like Kickin' Ass getting the better of it at the moment. Sonya did not go self-sustain. She went slam, so she's going that single target damage. So Sonya is going race. Vala did not go Q build. Oh, hey. We do not have a Q build Vala. KTZ looking for the combo. Doesn't quite connect. Vala going hot pursuit. Do we see Vala go into the W build just to make sure that there's plenty of self-sustain? I'm surprised by that. I'm really caught off guard by that. So both Raynor and Vala not going race, trying to instead build for the team fight. And keep in mind, like, I actually like Raynor going ace in the hole for the team fight here, just because there's so many slows and roots and stuns available. That said, you know, they're relying a lot on amateur opponent. Amateur opponent's pretty good. Meanwhile, Looking like we're seeing a rotation onto this bruiser camp on the side of Uncomfortably Numb. But down here in the bottom, Siege Camp gonna get grabbed by Deviled Keggs. There's a power slide separating out Joanna. Knockback is ignored by the hold your ground. Siege Camp gonna get grabbed. This bruiser camp being picked up. It's a bit early though. We don't yet have the warning. Are they gonna rotate top and try to get the Siege Camp? Looks like Bruiser now going to get picked up here by Deviled Keggs, and they might actually try to do just that. ETC soaking the bottom at the moment. Level 4s are here. Talent's getting locked in. Pretty standard from the look of things. Before on the other side, it is the multi-shot build. So going for that Ariel healing, and Ariel going for that stun, stacking stun talent, which can get so much value on this map. But here comes the cavalry arriving. Looking for the engage on the Novus. ETC trying to get the face melt to knock him back, but a good cleanse there by Pile of Earth. That said, that's cleansed down heading into the Shrine phase. But, given the positioning, we are going to see Blue actually in a decent position to defend this. Artanis is top, but having to deal with this Bruiser camp before he can come in. So Kicking Ass going to be stalled on this rotation. Could be an opportunity for some burn here, as there's the stun on to Famous. Famous now trying to retreat, looking for the re-engage potentially. 3 defending 4 at the moment. Here comes Sonya. Rainier and Artanis are on the burn. Novus is going to go down here, but this burn with the Rainier and the Artanis gonna find halftime here. So Deviled Keggs currently down in the burn, but they do have 5 alive. That said, the positioning of this with the amateur opponent with the Rainier should enable quick burn, especially when you don't have the Q build Vala, let alone a stacked Q build Vala. There's the stun onto Uther. Gonna enable a stun onto Kicking Ass. And actually, Devil Keg's gonna win this one. They get their race online, and now fighting over the globes. Kicking Ass taking a spear to the face. And Uncomfortably Numb gonna disengage this, so we will see the solo laners split to their solo lane. Meanwhile, here in the bottom, the defense about to be set up on the side of Uncomfortably Numb, but 2 members backing, so only 2 defending 4 at the moment. That said, not a heavily shielded Immortal. So it should go down fairly quick. We do have the cleanse from Uther, making obvious tons of sense. Ariel going with the globe talent. I like that. I like that kind of flex here. That said, I worry how much value we'll get during the objective phase, whereas Energized Cord could get a lot. But that said, getting 2 very high heals back to back, probably gonna go Reservoir of Hope, one would imagine, at 16. And Sonya right now zoning off Artanis for a bit, but 2 taps coming in. Still 4v4 here in this bot lane. Keep an eye on this. Joanna looking for the Condemn, doesn't really find any type of engage, and here comes the engage now on the Novus. Novus stepped up a bit. Great power slide. Stroke being really good with these punishes. And killing KTZ is good just to slow down his stacking with the Glacial Spike and everything that came with it. And now Stroke with the great zoning. There's a root, but with double support, ETC not in any danger. Good knockback by Rainier just to prevent any type of re-engage. That's going to be Siege Giants picked up here in the bot lane to push in. Go up in the top. Artanis, Sonya. Still clearing the lane. Sonya with the HP lead at the moment, but Artanis with those sneaky shields. Joanna coming in with the Condemn, but the healing from this double support is just too much to deal with at the moment, and Famous is just... yeah, it's hard to face tank a Vala that's just kind of free to do as much damage as she wants. And, you know, with that multi-shot build, Ariel alone getting a ton of sustain. We are seeing a Bruiser camp going to be started here by Deviled Keggs. Bruiser camp already started here on the side of Uncomfortably Numb. Sonya ready to burn. Artanis not ready to burn just yet. So Sonya going to start the burn immediately. Obviously going to beat out Joanna on that race. And Sonya has quite a lot of burn with that W build. But right now, still pretty even on the race. Starting to get a little lead is Uncomfortably Numb. ETC coming in to defend. This is a 4v5 engage without level 10s at the moment. I'd like to... I know the stuns are there from the Immortal, but I would like to have seen Uncomfortably Numb try to maybe look for that fight. Mr. Monkey Man taking a lot of damage. Halftime, slight lead over to Uncomfortably Numb, about 3,000 HP. Uncomfortably Numb, clearing up the top lane, while Devil Keggs kills the Summoner. Oh, the Summoner's still alive bot. They're actually letting the Summoner live, and now they want to engage. Level 10 close to being on the horizon. There's a stun from the Immortal, but broken quickly. Uther dodging the KTZ sweet spot route here as we are going to zoom in just a bit and get a better look at this engage. Artanis does clear up the top lane. Now we're seeing Devil Keggs have to break off. Level 10's here. It's Divine Shield, Rain of Vengeance, Wrath of the Berserker, Crystal Aegis, and Mosh going to be the choices. Level 10 not here yet for Uncomfortably Numb, though. Artanis trying to get some soak, desperately trying to find 10. There it is. Let's see what the snap picks are. We got the Blind, we got Shadow Fissure, we got Bless Shield with the Light Bomb. Here could be the chance for that engage. Great Light Bomb hits 2 to interrupt Mosh, but KTZ is so low, and Kel'Thuzad going down once again, but the stroke actually on the backside quite low. Sonya, or Artanis, excuse me, trying to trade out, but does fall to this damage. And now with the burn available, Devil Keggs looks to take this Immortal. Joanna doing everything she can to be disruptive, but needs to be careful now. Andrew, though, very low on that Sonya, but he's going to survive. So now the soul laners once again rotating to bottom, except Artanis having to spawn all the way back at camp. This is a reasonably healthy Punisher, not super healthy, but, you know, 25-30% shields, you'll take it. With the wall already softened up, they should be able to get the fort here, provided that KTZ does not get kind of the big pick-off that they're looking for. That said, it's going to be hard to do it. Divine Shield is down, but Crystal Age is still up, so even if they land that KTZ combo, Crystal Aegis can still save the day. Famous trying to stall as long as he can, but this fort is done for. Still, Immortal down to about half health, approaching the wall. Oh, there's ETC once again looking for that separation, and Novus really needs to start watching his positioning. Stroke absolutely looking for every opportunity he can to kill ATZ. And he's found many so far. With KTZ actually having, 3 deaths at the moment. And that's been the focus, and only 4 deaths in the game, so you kind of see that attempt. But meanwhile, Sonya, solo defending bot, possibly an attempt to take this camp, or maybe even push up bot to get a fort. Siege camp taking top, but we are seeing now the rotation coming down here on the side of Deviled Keg. Sonya rotating top. Siege camp will get grabbed, though. But 5-man engage, Andrew does not actually go top. He's going to stay bot. They might be going for this fort. They definitely have the burn to do it if they can get on. They don't have 13s yet. Keep an eye on this fight. And ETC stepping up, and Novus immediately backing up. So message has been received, but with the minions coming under, Sonya blowing Wrath of the Berserker misses the Ancient Spear. And so now the engage a little bit wonky here. Great cleanse onto Vala to make sure she didn't take the route there. And there's a Mosh Pit trying to secure the kill. And there's the Divine Mosh to prevent the interrupt. Great Divine Shield there. Pile of the Earth now trying to walk away. Heal does come in. And Andrew actually now taking the full brunt of this fort with no minions. There's a swap. Andrew is going to drop. Great swap there by kicking ass to equalize in terms of the kill count. Although level 13 now here on the side of Devil Keggs. They are going to rotate up towards their bruiser camp.
There is no escaping my justice.
But Famous looking for this back flank here. And Vala not here at the moment. B-Train a bit low. He is so slowed. Looking like he is indeed going to go down, so that is Uther down. Now, he did go that Q talent. Blessed Champion gives a lot of healing, but not in Ghost form it doesn't, as you can't basic attack there. And so now, 5v4 situation. Oh, there is the stun of Vala. 8 just having to be blown. Not the ideal time you want to see it. And there's the blind onto Vala with the slow and the light bomb. Vala is getting targeted but she is still alive as Raynor not there to follow up with the damage. KTZ cooldowns down, but Ariel is going to go down, and Uncomfortably Numb has a chance to even this game up now. KTZ going to go bot, going to get some of that soak. Make sure the minions are pushing in as well. Raynor and Raynor and Artanis burning, while we see a defense here from famous Pile of the Earth. B-Train did not go in for the stuns. He's going Q, and I think it's just because they want to make sure that they always have the healing available for Vala, since it's really a Vala hyper carry. As well as you have the Holy Shock for some burst follow-up, which Vala can lack. So I like that choice a bit, but there's the chain. Good cleanse by Uther. Cleanse in transit. Denying the KTZ combo. And now this fight getting spread out. We have to zoom out really far there. Sonya all over the backline down here. ETC coming in. There's the Mosh. Do we have the Divine Shield follow-up? Light Bomb gonna interrupt the Mosh there. And a lot of abilities blown. No kill there. We did not get the Divine Mosh. I think if we did, that's a big fight for Devil Keggs, but a little bit of separation. And now ETC power sliding in. Looks like the focus is onto that Raynor. Raynor is going to go down. The question is, Divine Shield actually used on Andrew to make sure he stays alive, but ETC going to be the next fall. B-Train's in a world of trouble. Andrew's still in a world of trouble. B-Train does go down. Andrew trying to use the Whirlwind, but Uther not able to get the Ghost Heals out, and Sonya's going to go down for that. Is a 3-for-1 and a full shield Immortal. Going to be pushing that top lane. Technically not full shielded. It's missing a little dick hair of HP. But this Immortal can get a lot of value. And as you can see, I mean, now just hanging behind the keep wall, not sure even what to do with yourself on the side of Devil Keggs. ETC going to be up soon. Uther going to be up soon. Sonya going to be up soon. And without that Q build Vala, you're not going to have the best burn onto this. It's going to be okay. Obviously, you need to kill this, get the shields down quick to help lessen the range. 5 defense. Raynor is not here. Raynor was actually clearing up the bot lane, rotating up now towards this, potentially looking for Hyperion. Shield's still on the Immortal. The wall is down. ETC power slides in now. Needs to be careful, but Raynor now joining this fight. The core, or the keep, is down to about 50% health. This is potentially menacing. Could it be game ending? If they get some kills, it absolutely could be. But no, didn't get any kills, so just going to abandon the Punisher and walk down and get bot fort. But that's 3 structures off that full shielded Immortal if they get this bot fort. Very, very valuable here. And looks like Devil Keggs not sure what to do at the moment, sending some people to clear top. Fort is down. Level 16 not here yet for the side of Devil Keggs. Level 16, of course, here now for Uncomfortably Numb. And this next Punisher, I think, is match deciding. This fort will drop immediately to a 18-minute Punisher, or probably a 7. That'll probably be an 18-minute Punisher. It'll drop immediately, and so I think whoever wins that has a huge chance to win the game. Still got to execute your combos though, and right now Uncomfortably Numb doing it a bit better in those last fights. Devil Keggs, I think, getting spread out, not able to really kind of combo up their abilities like they would prefer to. Here we go, though. Famous looking for the members of the red team. And wanting to push up with this double camp with the Summoner and the Khazra camp. 4 or 5-man defense. Keggs, though, rotating down. This is 16 versus 16. And just by holding them here, they're letting this top lane push. So it's going to stall even longer when Devil Keggs can actually rotate in. There's the combo onto ETC. No root follow-up, though. They get the wall, and so that definitely makes the next Immortal game ending 100% for Uncomfortably Numb. Meanwhile, Sonya having to come up top to clear as the Immortal spawning, so this should be nearly free halftime for the side of Uncomfortably Numb. Devil Keggs actually going to rotate their camp, or no, they're looking for the fight. Sonya not here yet. They need to show a little patience. Halftime is here now. There's the blind. Vala, though, not in it. ETC power slide there onto Artanis. There's Wrath of the Berserker. Sonya going in hard. King Nass looking for the swap, doesn't find it. Andrew now all over Raynor up in the top. Meanwhile, down here in the middle, ETC trying to look for some kind of engage. They are zoning. Halftime actually is not here yet, but now there is a little damage on the core, not much. And with a catapult, they should be able to defend the next kata. But, actually, I'm sorry, that was weird. Uncomfortably Numb was defending there, and I just so didn't expect that. Oh, there's the mosh. Do we get the Divine Shield? No, swap away. The combo, root combo, not landing. VZ using the self Aegis now. Looking for the damage. ETC, though, starting to fall, and ETC is going to drop. There's the heal coming out from VZ, but a blind going to prevent any kind of turnaround, as well as Vala healing. And now Uther, the last man out, but there's the stun onto Vala as well. Uther going to be the next to fall, and that's going to be Uncomfortable Numb winning this Immortal Bot. Okay, they were burning top, and then they were burning bot. They did get the halftime finally. That was it. Got a little bit confused what happened just because I got so zeroed in onto the team fight. Andrew, though, is going to go down here. Try to make a valiant last stand, but that was a great series, but after game one, Uncomfortably Numb turned it on, and they showed why they're at the top of the B West standings. They grab another 2 points for themselves. But a good showing here by Devil Keggs. They can certainly build from this and start building their playoff resume as we head into the latter half now of the regular season. So, fun match, fun for everyone. I'm actually going to try real quick to jump into another match at 10 that I'm not scheduled to do. Let me take a look and see what I can get. Give me 1 sec here. Let me see if I can do this. All right. So with that, apologies. We're not going to get a post game for this series, as I want to try to get in a series. I think we'll go best of 2 before my match at 11. So just stay tuned, and we'll be right back, everyone. Take care.